Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome. It is Tuesday, September 18th, not 16th. It's not the 16th at all. 16th is important to me, but it's not the 16th. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 9 Tech Preshow. I'm Bryce Castillo, your Preshow navigator. Whew. Thank you for your patience. We had a little bit of a last-minute tech thing come up, but it's all good now. It's all good. It's all looking good. Let me see if I can fix some of these colors. These colors look real junky. Let's not do anything. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the 9 Tech Preshow. We're going to have a show for you in just a little bit here. What's coming up? We got a game. I prepared a game. I don't know if we'll get to it. So we might get to a game. We did get a lot of your emails. And a couple of them weren't even about piss and shit and cum, so that'll be nice. That'll be fun for the end of the episode, which will the episode will start in about 30 minutes or so. And then we did a little bit of in studio work. You probably saw it here if you're watching the live stream before the recording. Yeah, and then we'll do all the good stuff. We'll do all your favorite stuff, right? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time today. But how are you guys doing? I got a lot of prep done today. It was a little bit of an administrative day. I had prepped this game and then the letters for the end of the show. And then we just a few minutes ago finalized and confirmed the movies for the upcoming winter movie draft. If you don't watch Cord Killers, cordkillers.com. We are going to be holding the winter movie draft for 2018 on Monday, this coming Monday. That's going to be October 24th after Cord Killers and an abbreviated spoiler in time. It's going to be fun. We've got 31 movies. We had so many movies just in the holiday season that when we had 31, I was going through and looking at like movies I had not heard of or wasn't really sure what the potential was on them, and every single one seemed like it could be a big deal or had a very good purpose to be in the this draft. So we ended up with 31. So that'll be happening next Monday, live after Cord Killers and an abbreviated spoiler in time. And what else? So we may talk about that list. I might show that list in the middle of the episode today. And so that is that. W. Scott S1 is asking, what's the best way to reach out to make sure that list gets to the appropriate parties for our draft? I mean, I guess you can email me. You can email me, I guess. Because it's a long, these lists, it's a long bit of text, so I don't quite know where we'll host it before, we actually, the list gets up. So in any case, so we got the list nailed down. We'll talk about that a little bit near the end of the show, hopefully. And then probably not tomorrow, but maybe Thursday or so, we'll get that list randomized so that we can get it to Mike, and hopefully Mike TV can join us on Monday to do a little bit of in-show music. And then the teams, we still need to book the team, or we're doing solos. Winters is going to be solos again, and so it'll be Brian, Justin, Tom. I don't. Oh, is he on tour still? Oh no, maybe. Oh, can someone look up if Mike is when Mike is coming back? I did not realize he was in Europe. He will be back in the U.S. on Monday, but if he's on tour, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough for him. So we have Mike, Justin, we have Brian, Justin, Tom, and so we're doing solos for winter. We do solos on the winter, and so we're gonna send out a blast to kind of a lot of people and give them, first come first serve. So we'll see what, I think Brett and John deserve the offer, especially because they just did so well in this past summer game. Malunga, we'll see what Malunga's doing. Maybe Christie's available. But also opening up to some new names. Mikey might be available. I don't know about that. Nicole Lee. We have Nicole Lee on Court Killers a lot. She's great. I think I remember her being interested. Bobcat says he's not in Austin until some days after. Oh no, we might not have a Mike TV. We'll have to see if we can get. I wonder if Allie is free. We'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. But yeah, Nicole Lee or Jacqueline from Rotten Tomatoes. Though I'm worried about a potential. Eileen is very good about keeping church and state when it comes to her commissioner duties. But I don't know if she's already talked with Eileen about the list, so I'm gonna see. Oh, maybe Shitty Melodica? That might. I don't know if that would be good for 31 of them though. We'll see. I think I'll reach out to Allie and see what she's doing, because it's been a while since we've had her do it. What else is going on? But yeah, man, I was not like into the movie scene this coming winter, and I looked at some of the titles coming out, and good golly, Miss Molly, there's some shit coming out. Some big stuff, some stuff that could be good, all sorts of stuff. And like this list only goes to January. Like this is a shorter list because there's so many big things. We'll kind of see what's going on there. Mikey's last Movies with Mikey's doing poorly. Can we plug it tonight? Yeah, I mean, hey, Aaron, go check out Movies with Mikey. Check out Film Joy on YouTube. Check out which is it? The Pushing Daisies one? What about Polly My Folly? What about her? She's doing good. I don't know. I haven't heard from her in a hot minute. Who's this? Ahoy, everybody. We're just talking about the coming movie draft and the coming movie season. It's going to be a good movie season.
Are we doing solo players or teams?
We're going to do solos.
Solos. By solos, it means everybody has to take the box office of the movie Solo.
That's right. And, that is, that's how we're doing it now. We're just putting old movies now into the draft.
Well, and not even giving you the choice. You just have to. Everybody gets
Everyone
the same movie.
Gets it. Everyone
it was really
gets
unfair the way we did it before because everybody, they would make mistakes and they would get different outcomes. We're fixing that. Everybody gets the same movie. It's communism.
Who is this?
The game.
Who is this a critique on?
The United States, United Soviet Socialist Republic, USSR. There you go. I got there. I got there eventually. It took me a little bit. It's all right. It's been a long day. Man, fun fact, Baby Metal is the best music to play when you have 300 emails and only 100 minutes to get through them.
What is okay? You guys just sent me a bunch of production stuff like while I was on stream.
Oh yeah.
So I have no idea what this is.
No, that's the thing. A bunch of production stuff. Okay. That's what we sent to.
You can vamp for me if you would like.
That's why I'm freestyle. I'm freestyle rapping. That's even better than freestyle. Freestyle rapping is socialist. Freestyle rapping is where you get paid. Hang on, I'm actually trying to get logged in here so I can say hello to everybody in the Twitch chat.
Cool.
Freestyle.
I have no idea.
Freestyle. Feel those wiles of freestyle. Hey, did you guys like the Captain Marvel trailer? Oh shit! Kruvek strutting on those. What was the magic number that we hit that unlocked another emoticon?
I don't remember the number, but we did hit it last week.
Yeah, we hit it, and now everybody's got them. Not everybody? Yes, everybody.
Subscribers.
Subscribers get them hams.
NATT ham.
Yeah. Get them nat hams. Okay. Samich Brad points out, like, the one thing, like, I don't know how, oh, by the way, on that list, the most recent one is the one that has everything.
I'm sorry?
Sorry, you'll notice there are multiple versions where you're looking right now. And
I'm seeing the one that I downloaded. So,
okay, there's apparently a font change at the last minute.
Okay.
Hams, give me hams.
Do you want to talk to the chat instead of just freestyling the whole time?
Whoa, buddy. Editorial control.
Okay. No. Do whatever you want. Okay.
Man, I was this close to seeing Ham God Cthulhu, and he was gonna bestow upon me the gift of freestyling about pork meats. Although I should wait for the check to clear from the American Pork Board first before I do that. Chat, what you guys got for us? Oh, yeah, let's talk about that Captain Marvel trailer. I do think... So I witnessed both the initial reaction and the immediate backlash to people commenting on the punching the old lady bit in there. And, of course, the answer is Skrulls, right? Because they're shapeshifters and they look like harmless folk. I wonder what that trailer is like if you have never heard of a Skrull before. Like, everything makes sense, and then that one moment, not so much. Like, I don't understand where they're going. Oh, also, I did have a few minutes to start watching American Vandal Season 2. It's a compelling opening. I made it all the way through the context change that you had talked about with the
Netflix stuff?
I don't think it's too spoilery to say that they get meta in it a little bit and provide as magicians would put it, if you want to hide it, paint it red. So they painted it red.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks great.
Yeah.
Although I just
really
realized my voice went up when I said that, which is usually a tell that you're lying. So I wonder if maybe deep down subconsciously I thought it wasn't great. Oh, I got a question. Also, whenever you have a moment, it looks like Justin's trying to call in.
Okay. I've got 3 people trying to get in touch with me right now.
Our friend, is it Dead Flip?
Yeah.
He was playing a pinball game that seemed to have like an augmented reality aspect to it. And I couldn't tell if it was a Twitch overlay that was linked up to the video game or like a new... I didn't know what it was, but it looked freaking amazing.
What was it an overlay of?
Well, okay, so what it looked like is like the ball would hit a ding-dong, and then floating over the ding-dong would be 2,000 points.
Okay.
And it was clearly not part of the UI of the pinball game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it looked like an AR thing. Justin, do you know anything about this?
What?
Our friend Deadflip, I went in and loaded up the Night Attack stream at some point. I think it was during Jury because I went to the wrong place. And Deadflip was streaming and we were hosting him. And it looked like they had some augmented reality stuff happening where whatever Twitch overlay, or maybe it was the pinball thing itself were on there. But basically every time a point score thing happened, there was a floating thing that popped up over the flipper. And it was clearly not the UI of the game itself. So it was something happening on the Twitch side. It looked rad. Looked super rad. But I was confused.
Yeah, I am not aware of it, but you know, he's always up to something, that scamp.
Yeah, Curtis Larac, exactly. It was when the real ball hit the thing, it would just go like bing, 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 and you would see floop, 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 floop.
Are you sure it wasn't a digital table?
Well, a digital table, I assume, would have boundaries. It looked to me like a physical table, and it looked like the scores were floating like in 3D space above it, off beyond the borders of where you would think the limits of where you could do it was.
But it was
like for example, if it was on my laptop here, right? Mm-hmm. It would go and then it would go outside the borders of what you can conceive of the laptop being able to depict.
Like it was actually a physical
correct
table.
Like either that or the highest quality rendering that the president has ever seen.
I mean, these are licensed good tables, the digital ones nowadays. So So unless like his body
All
was
right,
in the shot.
get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, come on, detectives,
Somebody
please.
check that clip right now. I'm
Somebody
gonna
get me a link on the VOD so we can figure out like what I saw, because it was really wild.
Justin, can you turn yourself up just a little bit?
Yeah, turn yourself on.
Yo.
Okay, now turn yourself
Oh.
way back down because
Yeah, turn
you're way
yourself
blown out.
off.
Yo.
Okay.
Hello.
Keep talking.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, fam.
You're still pretty loud, or you're still pretty blown out.
I'm loud or I'm blown out?
You're blown out.
All right. What about now?
Keep talking.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I'm talking. Am I too loud? Am I blown out? What's going on? What's the deal? What's the hat?
Oh, great, there is a VOD link.
No, you're a little quiet. I will get to that. Just a sec.
How about now?
By the way, for the
That
record,
sounds- that
Bryce,
sounds okay.
it is truly extraordinary how you're able to juggle so many things with so much class and panache. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I mean, yeah. You don't need to necessarily welcome me. I'm just saying, like, I really recognize that like it's an amazing juggling act that you're doing constantly, and
Ryan can recognize how much you're juggling because he's the one who continues to throw you household items that you seamlessly work into your routine.
also, like, I was proud when I could do 3-ball juggling, and that was essentially the core of the BB Live show. It's like, look at me, I'm almost.
So
hosting a show.
was this the setup? Because this is definitely just a virtual table. Yeah, this is all virtual. No one. I mean, this is definitely not it. Or a.
Man, Doug, the background wasn't so obviously cartoony. I wonder if it was a different time and I got fooled by the background, or it was zoomed in enough. Yeah, because the I do. What's that?
He is looking at what we are seeing, including like the background and the lounge tables and everything.
You know, that's a good question, because some of the really nice digital tables are like in the shape of a cab, but they have a screen that replicates the physical space.
Yeah, well, so here, let's look at this VOD again. If you look at it, like, I would be fooled by the table itself, but unfortunately, this particular example has a rather stylized background that.
And this was
cued me
today?
in. Yeah, this was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So
So this is
it-
probably
it-
a different video then.
Sure, but already I think we have the problem solved in that it's definitely not a real table, but that is really. That's pretty amazing on the quality for the table part.
Yeah, the digital one, because they are, you know, working with like this is a physical table, because he's got the top down setup. You can see the light, the room lighting. He's got a camera on the LCD here. This actually.
But now, all of a sudden, it makes me want to see somebody write a Twitch overlay. Yeah, I'm seeing even then, like the motion on the flippers is a bit clearly video game-ish. But the lights, man, like the incandescent lights on there look really good.
Yeah. What I was saying is that, you know, the virtual ones are, you know, they work directly with the manufacturers and the licensors, and so they get, you know, all the right textures, and they've been all doing these engines for, you know, ever.
Yeah. Man, that's actually delightful. If I spent a good 30 seconds watching something thinking it was reality, and it just wasn't. From the chat, it looks like there's a more recent version that just came out that looks a little bit more amazo.
So, yeah, I think there are 2 or 3 companies that do these video game versions of Pinball. This is Pinball FX3. Let's see if we can get this to load. Got a trailer here. So yeah, that's.
I mean,
what
that
he's
looks, you know, especially with a little bit of compression, a little bit of VOD magic, a little bit of restream. Well, that less so. There you go. Like that shot. That shot I would believe. That shot, if you just showed me that, I would totally believe that's reality.
Oh, sure.
And in fact, did, quite literally.
That's the thing that happened.
It's one of the great things about being a magician is you're not ever, or I'm not going to say ever, or theoretically, if you're a good magician, you're not ever afraid to say that you got fooled by something, because it's just a case of game recognize game.
Except when the game is pinball.
Well, you're right. Game did not recognize game. Game thought the game was a different game, so game fooled by game. That's the new...
It recognized the game was pinball.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He did know that was the game that was being played, yeah.
Somebody, we had an episode where David Rowan took 7 scams that he did not know whether or not I had seen them before and tried them on me, and I got some and I got fooled by others, and somebody in the chat says, I look forward to future episodes of Brian Brushwood Scam Me, and I was like, it's not a bad title. It's I mean, for what it is nakedly a ripoff of, it doesn't use either of the 2 words in that title, and also captures the heart of what it's a ripoff of.
Oh, totally. I think, whatever. You know who to apologize to.
Yeah, right?
Gotta make your content.
I noticed you said don't not who I need to ask permission of, but who I need to apologize to.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if anyone's game is going to recognize any game, it's that game, right?
Well, and I figure it might be the kind of thing that we could sneak in, like, tongue-in-cheek, not as an actual standalone IP, but as, you know, every so often, suddenly there's an episode of... we made coy references on the Modern Rogue channel about, oh, we can't do this, can't do that, that name's taken. Oh, we're legend testers. And then... you know, definitely a different property. So as long as it was done in that spirit, I think it would play.
Oh, totally. And besides, whatever. It's I mean, you're not doing a whole channel around it, right? Like, it's just a thing that happens periodically on a channel. Whatever.
Right. Exactly.
How you doing, Justin?
Can we
oh, okay.
I guess we should save it for the end. But, like, we gave a gift to some people who we owe.
By the way, you do know that in the process of us not knowing how Patreon works, because that's Bryce's domain, that what you posted and the title for which you posted it under is available for everybody to see.
I selected.
No. They can't access the post. They can see the title.
Oh, I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm super okay with that. Makes me feel even better.
Now, that could mean anything. That could mean anything, folks.
It could mean that we're ending the show. That maybe that's what that means.
How could that?
Photo album? It could mean that we spoiled the last 20 minutes of Sorry to Bother You.
Could
happen.
Justin, you're still ducking pretty bad. Can you call me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo. Ducking. Hey, I thought we were dangerously close to an alternative to Skype, but I'm guessing that's not quite. That technology's not here yet.
Yo. What up?
Yo. Hey, what if I tried to interrupt you? Can you talk?
Hey,
hold on.
You.
Wait. Hold on. I'm trying to talk over you. I'm trying to talk over you, and I want to know if you're going to be able to hear me.
I think that you need to
why are you saying both of us are talking? Then how are you going to do that?
I'm saying that Brett Kavanaugh owned a slip and slide.
Oh, you should have kept talking.
That's a little better than it was before. As far as if there's something to solve this, not the short answer is no.
Okay.
We would love to, and that would require resetting a bunch of stuff that's going to get all reset in whenever all this shit moves in.
Yeah, actually, here's the new thing to do. If you believe that there is a better solution than Skype, then congratulations. There's going to be a window in about 2 weeks. You know, whenever you guys redo everything.
2 weeks,
right?
Oh, whenever we move the studio over there. So
we're moving in 2 weeks. That's what I'm reacting to.
No. I'm making up a random anywhere between 2 weeks and 20 years when the studio moves from the Brian's house to the compound.
No, so things that need to happen. Okay, we do have a place. It's not great, but we for $100 a month you can have a porta potty, and they come and clean it weekly. So It's now
Still
physically.
probably shouldn't do a lot of shitting in there, but a little bit of shitting wouldn't kill anybody.
Well, yeah, right, but lots of number two. That's or number one. Sorry, there's American Vandal on the brain. But I also I didn't realize. I mean, I don't know if I'm talking out of school, but I guess Brant is deeply uncomfortable with cockroaches.
He doesn't like any bugs.
Well,
he said he hates all bugs.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody hates all bugs.
Well, then
But then I saw.
He said that
I saw in the Slack,
yeah,
like that it was a 15-minute inconvenience when a bug flew into an inconvenient place, and I was like, oh no, he really hates bugs. And so, luckily, I was already on the phone with like, hello, I have 7 acres that need to be cleared of all bugs.
Did they laugh you off the phone? How long were they laughing?
No, actually, so what they said was
fire.
Apparently,
burn your property to the ground.
Bug people apparently are playing like the world's most real-time strategy game, and it's like, okay, so the Zerg are constantly infecting your territory, but with the bait traps, they will never make it to your base, and your medical facility will be safe because they will always be fooled by these bait traps because they are seeking the food on there. So anyway, at least for the front half of everything, they're like the dude opened up like a Google Earth thing and was just like, oh man, that's a lot of property. I was like, yes, not all of it, just the area where people are going to be right up at the front. And he was just he seemed fairly confident on that.
Yeah, I think the only thing that you would really have to worry about is some of the more exposed. There are unfinished elements to the compound that I might suspect would be easier access to bugs than they will be once they're all finished out. But I don't think that there's a lot that's like exposed out to the world.
No, but and you could tell that the previous owner had done some kind of pest control measures because like the bugs that are crawling in are walking in and immediately dying. So whenever you see like a cockroach in there, he's on his back with his his claws doing the sad crab click of despair.
Yeah.
And then you kick him into a corner and then you play Tenacious D on the new sound system you just installed. The
sound system, huh?
Well, I don't know. I brought a PA system over there because we watched. We started. Did I tell you that we were able to watch stuff on the projector? I guess you know that because you were at the show. The projector. That's.
Okay, sure.
That's how we watched the auto show. Was we figured out a workaround to make it work with the HDMI stuff.
Oh, I see.
So we have watched actual content on the projector there.
Cool.
And we
just out of the MacBook, and then we were like, oh, well, we're probably gonna watch more stuff, which we never really did, but at least there's stuff there now that you could to plug stuff in and watch it. It's really the most elaborate. What we realized while I was there is that Brian has literally just, in the most amazing and grandiose way possible, has turned into a
luminous being.
Whoa! It's solarized. You can do negative.
It's evil Brian.
I thought he vanished many years ago.
Is that Salty Tushwood?
It's me, Salty Tushwood. I'm back to explain to you how this property is doomed. I will send an infestation the likes of which you've never seen.
Oh my God! So
rats and bugs.
Thought that we had rid you forever.
And crickets galore. It's me, Salty Tushwood.
I don't really mind. I mean, whatever. A roach is a roach. It's more of a brand thing.
I'll send Brants the likes of. Oh, sorry, it's me, Brian Preshow.
Jesus. Hey, Brian, you just missed the return of Salty Tushwood.
Oh my goodness, that guy's a real piece of work.
He is. Is that in vMix?
What's up?
That's in vMix?
Yeah, apparently you can swap the black point and the white point.
Okay, so Boxing Octopus says 3 spoopy 5 me, which I'm wondering is that a separate meme or like is that an intentional not quite too spoopy for me?
Yeah, it's like one more.
Okay, got it. So that is just how extra scary it is.
Yeah.
So this is already spoopy. A known thing. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, you're behind the times.
Okay, I mean, look, I'm trying to stay ahead. It used to be you could say that's too spooky, and you would spell it TOO spooky, but then it became
and now
numbers,
spooky's problematic.
And then wait, is it? Oh, you know what? You're right. It is
a little bit. Yes.
Back in
the 1960s.
I mean, that one's been wrong for a while too. That one didn't just get there. That one's been sitting there for a minute.
Oh my God.
Sunny in the chat. How do you do, fellow kids?
This is something that I've been meaning to talk about. Oh, crap. I should have. I don't know. We had enough to talk about when I was there on Monday for the Jury Daily.
Yeah.
But I got to figure that we've talked about this on Night Attack at some point because it's been a fascination of mine for a very long time that the cultural roach that is unkillable by any craze or shift in our culture toward understanding and diversity is classic rock's insistence of playing an unedited money for nothing chicks for free by Dire Straits.
You know what? The battle's already lost because Pink Floyd's Money is now edited everywhere I hear it. Like I was at Pluckers the other day, and it's like, don't give me that good bull.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm telling you, right now on a classic rock radio station, somewhere that little F slur is still a millionaire. Like they for whatever like it was like surprising when it was in the 90s and they hadn't decided that F slur was going to be edited off the radio. And I brought this up in the chat and people still said that it's a thing that it's still played.
Okay, you ready for this? This is how you know that the tipping point has happened. If I ran a radio station, I would feel much more comfortable with an alternate version where the lyrics were "that little fucker is a millionaire." Like I would be way more comfortable with that.
You would rather be more comfortable changing a word than omitting a word?
Well, assuming it was
that's
performed,
what you were. Sorry,
assuming the original artist. I mean, look. I mean, we all know the. Much as let's get this party, let's get it started in here.
Sure,
was not always that song.
Nope.
Then maybe that little fucker's a millionaire, and maybe that should be the on-record
even
version.
Now, that would be a violation of an FCC license where the F slur is not. You will not get ripped off the radio for saying that, or at least they have not previous to this. Mm-hmm. And in Dire Straits' to argue for it. Would be to literally say this is irony. It is sung from the perspective of a
blue collar racist, sexist, homophobic asshole who doesn't understand the artistic
why
lifestyle.
Prince is popular or why
shit
Bowie's popular.
You know what? Actually, that is. I hope that's a pretty good shield.
No, it's not a good. It's not a shield.
No, ironic.
Like anymore. And by the way, that went through the '90s PC thing and the emergence of gay culture in mainstream America, and it has survived again. The Me Too revolution, where literally everything is being red flagged for further discussion from old culture, except for Dire Straits' Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free.
Okay, all right, Justin, you're a big fan of substituting one N-word for the other N-word for ninny.
Sure.
Would
you make it sound like he's like a serial like word replacer? I mean, you make it sound like that's what Justin Robert Young is known for.
I mean, look,
supercut of Justin
there's a
substituting.
time where you really, really, really want to keep tempo and pace to your favorite rap songs, but you don't want to lose any and all ability to make a living.
What about Fanny for the replacement?
But then you can't run it in the UK.
Yeah. Well, no.
Is
I
Fanny
mean,
a
that
dirty
would be.
word?
I would be kind of.
And start the show. That was a cold open.
No, what were you saying, Justin?
No, that would. Yeah, that little. Maybe Dire Straits goes back into the studio and re-record as a show of solidarity with a new, more tolerant culture. Dire Straits goes back into the studio to record that little that little Fanny. He's a millionaire.
But they come back as Dire Straits, STRAIGHTS.
And that's what they are. They're very dire.
We're on a tight schedule, so I'm gonna go fix the AC and then refill my water, and we're good to go.
Okay. Don't do both at the same time.
That is a great name for a band, though.
Dire Straits.
A great name for a band is Dire Straits, like as in heterosexual.
So how you doing, Justin? How's your Tuesday going? How was Jury Daily?
Jury Daily was good. Did a bunch of layout work, like, because I've been kind of nose deep in researching this 1960 thing that I'm doing. Right. And today, for the first time, I actually just laid out like a timeline of everything. And like, I'm either never gonna get this done, or it's going to be the greatest thing I've ever done. Like, the story is just too good, and the stuff in there is just not known. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's like been written about, but just has fallen down the memory hole for whatever reason. Including like, I don't know, I can't even say any of it because it's like, it's all really, really good stuff, and I do want it to be a surprise. But
so is this just, so like, what does the deliverable look like? This like a mini series of podcasts?
Yeah, five episodes, a 5-episode, 40 to 50 minute long per, somewhere between hardcore history and slow burn. I don't know exactly. I'm leaning now more toward a little archival footage, but I don't think I want to do any live interviews with people. I think it needs to be told like a story, like a historical story.
Yeah. Have you considered and maybe you have, but like pitching this as also a news article or pitching some sort of, I don't know, written piece to this for some publicity? Oh yeah.
Oh, no. I think there's a lot, including quite possibly an expanded version of a Modern Rogue episode that may or may not have been shot.
That's
over
true.
the weekend. And I think would go very well on the Modern Rogue website when around the episode goes live. That would further explain a lot of what we were talking about.
Sure.
So,
but also, yeah. Cool. Hey, Brian.
But effectively, it's like, the one thing that kind of even hit me today was just in re-racking all the information and putting it into chronological order, that like the fundamental understanding of like what the mafia was. Apparently, like, no law enforcement official on the record had used the term the mafia until 1957, and at that point the FBI was still denying that there was any kind of large-scale criminal enterprise.
Wow.
All right, you want to start a show?
Let's go.
Before we go, a shout out to Kruvek, Wabbit Magic, The Alcott, J Yod 105, Vial 82, and Dan Wally, who subscribed during the pre-show. Thank you, everybody.
Huzzah!
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, let's click a couple buttons and get into the show. Why don't we? Go over here, hit my two.
Quick question. Is this monitor off for a reason or?
Nope.
Okay. I didn't know if sometimes you theatrically.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, you're good. That one's fine. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, was there something? Okay, remind me, because I feel like this came up over the weekend. Was there something we wanted to promote specifically before the music this week?
Oh, we talked about shifting around the Patreon bit. But I think we'll be fine just rolling with it, feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's just roll it
like usual.
the way it is. But let's actually get the URLs for Scoopfest and for TwitchCon.
I just don't want to overload people with stuff because they're just going to type Scoopfest into Google anyway.
I think they have fairly simple URLs where we could just send them to Scoopfest and to TwitchCon.com.
Okay, Scoopfest.com does work. I did love my Google bit. TwitchCon.com also works. Okay.
Yeah. Instead of just Google,
they're gonna do the exact. Okay.
I know they will, but just to make it easy.
Okay. Scoopfest.com and TwitchCon.com. Oh, I need to write this down. Hold on. TwitchCon.com.
Although it does make me laugh every single time that the Google it happens.
It's a good bit. We're going to get emails next week saying, what happened to the Google
what
bit?
Happened? It was so funny when you just told us to shut up and Google a thing.
They're going to do that. Okay.
Wait, were people particularly fond of our failure to be prepared for things?
I don't know.
No, but I
No,
my
now
bit.
that you said it, almost assuredly it will be the only email we get. But
all right, let's do something like this. Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I got my 2 on. Pre-shut things off. We're recording. All right, here we go.